Suprabhatam, Suswagatam. Jnana Yoga is the path of analysis. Analysis to get at the right knowledge. Invariably, we have ajnana, avidya, the wrong knowledge, or distorted knowledge, perverted knowledge. So we have to correct it. What is the limited knowledge that we had in terms of understanding this whole creation? We thought everything is nothing but this physical body. There is nothing like prana, mind, emotions, everything. And everything is born out of the physical body. Mind, prana, everything is product of the physical body. This is what modern science has been trying to understand. Therefore, once you understand this physical body, once you understand this matter, then you know everything in the world. What is it that we call as prana? Functioning of the RNA, DNA molecules. What is it that we call as mind? Functioning of the brain. What is it that we call as emotions? Special centers in the brain. When they work, that function is called emotions. This is how we thought. But the Upanishads tell this is wrong. So we have the Panchakoshas. That is, Anandamaya Kosha is the one from where the whole creation comes. Anandamaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, then finally the Annamaya Kosha. This is called downward causation in the words of Professor Amit Goswami. So, great quantum physicist he was, and he said science has to completely turn tables. What we are thinking is absolutely wrong. Thinking that matter is primary, prana, mind, emotions, intellect, consciousness, all these things are products of body, product of this physical world is wrong. So that is how the right understanding has to be brought forth. Yesterday we saw how Bhrigu unraveled this mystery and how he moved from Annamaya Kosha to Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnana, Anandamaya Kosha. So this is one topic that has been dealt with in great detail in the Upanishads, in the Jnana Yoga. So it gives direction to entire modern science we have. How we did that? By Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana and Jnana we did. Similarly, another topic has been taken in Jnana Yoga which is more relevant to everybody. Every one of us may search for reality, may not search for reality. But everybody wants to have more and more happiness. And what is the direction in our life? It is Sukha Praptihi, Dukkha Nivrittihi, said. To get more and more happiness, more and more happiness, more and more happiness, and to reduce our dukkha, the misery. There are IT professionals, they are earning good money, they have got a 12 lakh package and they are looking for a bigger package, 20 lakhs package, 50 lakhs package, and they start their own thing. So I want to earn every month some 10 lakhs. Why? You think the more the money you have, more the happiness you get. Why? Because money can buy you everything. It can give a very beautiful house and you can have all the luxuries. You can take whatever types of food that you want, go wherever you want. Money is everything. That's what you think. Therefore, you want to acquire more and more money. But we never ask the question whether really happiness is in objects of enjoyment. We took for granted happiness is in objects of enjoyment. Why did we assume this? Because it's our normal experience. When you go and eat a dish of your choice. So people from Bengal, they are like Rasagulla. They write Rasgulla, they eat Rasgulla, they are very happy. Similarly, everybody have their own choice. You have birthday cake, somebody has gulab jamun, somebody has pile paisam, and everybody may have their own choice. So when you eat, you will get happiness. Similarly, you like some music, somebody like Carnatic music, somebody likes Hindustani music, somebody likes jazz music. So when you hear that, the music of your choice, you become happy. So is it not obvious that happiness is an object of enjoyment? Therefore we never analyzed. And we went on accumulating more and more of the sense pleasures and wanted to get more and more happiness. But we never analyze whether it is right or not. Though our entire life is geared towards getting more and more happiness and to reduce the dukkha, sukha praptihi, dukkha nivrittihi, has been the direction in our life. But we never questioned that. We took for granted. But just because it is our common experience, it doesn't mean that is the truth. For example, we were all seeing apple was falling down. We thought that it is obvious and there is no mystery about it. But Newton asked the question, why is the apple falling down? Even if we ask this question, we have a ready answer. Oh, apple became ripe, therefore it fell down. Or some bird came and cut the connection between the tree and this, therefore it fell down. What is special about it? But Newton asked the question, okay, apple has become ripe, why should fall it down? Why not the apple go up? Look at the subtlety of the question. So in that, he unraveled the mystery of gravitation. Therefore, Gnana Yoga wants you to ask very fundamental questions. Not assume things just because it's our common experience. Therefore, analysis of happiness is the most important thing. Because if you don't understand what is happiness, if you don't understand what is dukkha, you will be having a wrong direction. Not only we as individuals did this mistake, but the whole community had done this mistake, and the best of the intellectuals have done this mistake. For example, in the United States, when people migrated from Europe and other places, they wanted to create a wonderful society. How everybody should have a good house, everybody have enough money to buy whatever they want, and we must have a rich, wealthy society we have to build. So for that, they all worked very hard. There are plenty of resources they harnessed, they developed science, technology and everything, and they were to create a wonderful society in which everybody can have enough money. Even a sweeper, even a janitor who cleans the toilet, he goes in a nice car, goes to the house and cleans up and comes back. Everybody has enough money, food, shelter, clothing. Not only just, you have more money also to do that. So they have been able to build such a wealthy society. But has it happened that the people are happy? Whether happiness has come there? If you look at, then you find that it is the reverse. So about 10 years back, the Reader's Digest made a survey all over the world. They took 25 people who were the richest in the world, and they took 25 people who were the poorest in the world, and they went and made a big survey. What are the result of that survey? They wanted to find out who were the people more happy. They found all these people who were richest in the world, and they were suffering and suffering, various types of diseases. They have all the richness, they cannot eat the dish of your choice because they have diabetes, they have heart problem. Whereas the poor of the poor, they are very happy. So what is the conclusion of that wonderful research? The multicentric, all over the world research, they have said that happiness is not in being wealthy. Happiness is not in the objects of his enjoyment. This is the first step that the Jnana Yoga asks you to do. Examine yourself whether happiness is in objects of enjoyment. Though it is our common experience, is it right? So in a scientific modality, in a scientific research, you must ask questions. You should not just have blind faith on that. So how do we start analysis? Okay, imagine a person is very fond of gulab jamun, and you eat the first gulab jamun, you are very happy, Then you take one more gulab jamun and eat. Then the third gulab jamun, what is going to happen? Slowly happiness is reducing. Fourth gulab jamun, enough, no more. But somebody comes, forces you, no, you have to eat more. I know you like your gulab jamun, hot gulab jamun, I am going to eat more. Somehow you gulp another one more too. Each person have their own capacity. That's different. I had one of my friends, his capacity was 40 gulab jamuns, and he would eat nicely. And after that, I told, you eat another 5. No, I can't eat. I'm already full. No, you have to eat. You like gulab jamun, eat. And somehow he gulped another 5. Then he almost vomited. What does that show? Law of diminishing returns. If really happiness was in gulab jamun, what should have happened? Its value should have increased more and more. You have 100 rupees, another 100 rupees go on increasing, the value will increase. But what does this show? It shows that happiness may not be in objects of enjoyment. This is the case with every sense pleasure. And it varies from person to person. 100 rupee note has got same value for everybody. But what you like, she doesn't like. What she likes, she doesn't like. What she likes, he doesn't like. It varies from person to person. And each person may have their own taste. Once a peculiar thing happened. I was traveling in a train. In our compartment, we had 2 Japanese youngsters. We were nicely talking. Then the lunchtime, that from the train they gave us nice lunch. We all started opening that, started about to eat. Then in the meantime they took out something from their bag, a bottle, Then I was looking at, Then they said, you want? I asked what? This pickle. I said, what pickle? Cockroach pickle. They were eating so happily, I could not stand, What is liked by one, is not liked by the other. Varies from community to community. So we have been running this S-VYASA course for a very long time, And it was almost 18 years back. In our S-VYASA we had 75 people. And at that time, just like we have Sumant here as the coordinator, we have Gita, Shiva the coordinator. And everybody was enjoying. And after about 14 days, some of the people came. There were a lot of people from Maharashtra and Gujarat, They came and, Gita, see, we are missing our Shrikand, So, why don't you prepare Shrikand and let everybody enjoy? We also know you cannot prepare Shrikand, but we will help. We will do everything. Then our coordinator said, okay, prepare. Then they gave a complete list of all the things to be done. And she went and brought everything and gave. And they all worked very hard and prepared the Shrikand very nicely. Next morning, the lunch, everybody was served with Shrikand. And it's a big meal. So when it used to be some special meal like this, normally we used to have long bhojan mantra. Normally bhojan mantra is only Brahmarpadam Brahmahoyi, But when there's a long thing, then we have a long bhojan mantra. Yanto nadayo achanto parjanyaha. Goes on for 1 minute. Everybody was waiting. And once the Bhojana mantra is complete, they started eating, And people from Maharashtra, Gujarat were so thrilled, so wonderful, so wonderful. They were all almost in ecstasy. Then what happened to our friends from Tamil Nadu, from some people in Kerala? They have not seen this. They have never eaten anything like that, but they started eating. I don't like. What is this peculiar combination of sour and the sweet? Either it should be sweet or it should be sour. It's combination. No. Everybody left it. Our friend from Gujarat, Maharashtra, they felt so bad. We did so much of effort to prepare. We thought they will all love that so nicely. What one community likes, another community doesn't like. Similarly, people from France, they may like things. From America, they don't like. So varies from community to community. Therefore, can we say that happiness is an object of enjoyment? Law of diminishing returns, and varies from person to person, and so on. And even without the object of enjoyment, still you can get the happiness or unhappiness. We had one of our friends, he built a beautiful house, very wonderful. And the Graha Pravesham, all of his friends came. Almost 1,000 people came. And they were all appreciating, oh, what a wonderful house you have done, with such immaculate beauty. And we all marveled, everything going on very well. He was very, very happy. Everybody was praising. Then almost at the end of the day, a very big top architect of Bangalore, he came and he started looking here. Hey, who gave this architectural design? Nonsense. Look here. This should not have been like this. This should not have been like this. This not should have been. He commented 20. He was very critical. Top architect. And all the happiness went away. What shall we say? So, this simple analysis tells us that happiness is not in objects of enjoyment. Then what is it? It's a state of mind. So, what is that state of mind? Then we go to the next step of analysis. Just like a Bhrigu understood it on the Anna, then he went to the next step. So what is the next step? If it is an inner state of mind, what is that state of mind which we call as happiness? Again, take the example that you have gone to a nice movie, and I remember in our days we had a very nice movie, came from Andhra, Shankarabharanam. Everybody used to love that movie, and they all went and they were absorbed. 3 hours went like 3 minutes. They were all so happy. So what was happening? See what is happening to the mind. The mind was in full concentration. And that concentration, can we call it as the happiness? Is the conclusion. That's the usual experience. Then what is to be done? Again, do the test, the litmus test. What is the test we have to do? If you go on increasing concentration, stay in that concentration for longer and longer time, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours, 24 hours, what is going to happen? Whether happiness is going to increase or is going to decrease when you are staying in that concentration? Obvious. It is going to come down. You get fatigued. If really happiness was in concentration, then people who are scientists and who work with the intellect, analysis, with full concentration, after some time they want a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a smoke. Why? Concentration brings fatigue, And therefore, happiness is not in that state of concentration. That also follows the law of diminishing returns. The second phase of this analysis, we say that happiness is not in concentration. Then what is it? Again you have to go deeper. So when you have happiness, what is going to happen? Imagine that you have friends, daughter's marriage is there, you have gone there and you have been working for them, and 3 days you are all enjoying. What is happening is full of excitement. Thrilling experience. Happiness is thrilling experience. So can we say that thrilling experience or the experience of excited state of the mind, can we call it as the happiness? It looks obvious. And your happiness, you are so thrilled, so excited, so wonderful. Can you say that that state of mind where you have the thrill is what you call as happiness? Again put the litmus test. What happens after 3 days of the marriage? You all get tired. Oh, now it's all finished. You are tired, having got excited. In the state of excitement, in the state of thrill, again there is exhaustion of the energy. And you get tired, you get fatigued. Therefore, how can you say that state of thrill or the excitement is the state of happiness? Then what is it? You have to go still deeper. So this is how the scientific exploration takes you to deeper and deeper level, and Jnana Yoga takes to the deeper level. Just like Bhrigu went to Pranamaya Kosha, then Manomaya Kosha, the Vijnanamaya Kosha. So here you have to go deeper. So the Upanishad tell, okay, examine very carefully what happens when you eat a dish of your choice. So you can take the same example of Shrikand, and all people were sitting with beautiful Shrikand there, and what is happening? They are all trying to observe what is this, everybody is curious, the mind is fully in that, full of concentration. And the Maharashtrians are all thinking, oh, we have an exciting experience, wonderful experience, they were thinking, excitement. Then what happens? When they eat, they all say, oh, it's wonderful, wonderful, so nice, so grand. What had happened to that mind? Normally, something mysterious happens, but it's so short-lived. You miss the secret. So, you have to slow down the process. Normally, we used to go to see cricket match. In our times, there were no TV like this, and we'll all go to the stadium, and the cricket match is going on, and the person comes and he bowls, and the person hits, it goes into a huge sixer, it goes. Everybody is thrilled, wonderful, wonderful, they're done. Then our leg spinner, the googly spinner, Chandrasekhar from India, he comes and puts a googly, and the person is trying to hit and he's out, he's going back. We are at a distance, we could not see what was happening. Thanks to modern technology today, when the same thing happens in the TV, you see how the person is coming and turning the hand and the ball is whirling, it's coming there and touching the thing, it is going, and he is trying to hit, how it misses and then knocks off the bail. You wonderfully enjoy how nice the person is done. When you slow down, you can see that. Similarly, we used to enjoy floor gymnastics in Olympics. The first girl comes and she is coming and she jumps up beautifully. 8 feet she jumps and comes back. The second girl, third girl, everybody 8, 9 feet, 10, 12 feet, they jumping and coming back. Everybody was so wonderful. It appeared to be so good. Everybody is fantastic, we were thinking. But what do the judges do? For the first girl, they give only 5 marks out of 10. For the second girl, they give 9. For the third girl, they give only 6. Then we could not understand how the judges were able to judge. Then the slow playback. When you have the slow playback, person is coming and already she is little tense, first girl, and she is jumping up and the face is shown full of tension. And when she comes, right leg comes first, then the left leg, and she is all imbalanced. She gets only 5 marks. The second girl, when she comes, she's very beautiful smile. She jumps up beautifully and lands like a beautiful aeroplane. Smiling. She gets 9 marks. When you slow down, you know the secret behind it. You will enjoy. Similarly, when you are eating this, imagine that you make a record of that and slowly play back. Then you will know the secret. Imagine that you are taking this thing, Shrikand, and you are eating, complete recording you take, and you play back. When you play back the slow thing, what happens? You are taking that small piece and you are taking it to the mouth, and the small piece, it goes into the mouth and touches the taste buds of the tongue. Suddenly something happens. And you can see the person for fraction of a second is stunned. He is silenced. And then, oh, it's so nice, so nice, so nice, comes up. So what has happened? Observe carefully. When you are taking these things, your mind is fully in the state of concentration. Then you are thinking how nice it will be, exciting. When it comes, and then the shikand comes with the taste buds. It's called Vishaya Vishayi Sambhoga. The sense comes in touch with the sense object of your choice. Then something mysterious happens. All thoughts vanish. The mind gets obliterated. And you touch that experience of silence. But it's for a very short time. Millionth of a second. Maybe tenth of a second. And that is the secret. Therefore, at the end of your excitement, or when the Vishaya Sambhoga occurs, the mind becomes silent. And that silence is happiness. That's the analysis they said. Then again you put the test. If you stay in that silence, what happens? You stay there for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 5 hours, 10 hours, 1 day, 15 days. We don't know what happens because we don't have that experience to stay longer and longer. But what do the great seers who are able to do that tell? When you stay longer and longer, happiness goes on increasing. It goes with an exponential growth. Happiness goes and spreads throughout the body, not only the head region, but the whole body. It spreads the happiness, and there's a metamorphic transformation of the whole body. And happiness increases. And the Upanishads tell it is going to increase 100 times more, 100 times more, 100 times more, increases more and more when you stay longer and longer. Therefore, the conclusion of this happiness analysis is happiness is a state of inner silence. That's why yoga says, mana prashamana upayaha yogaha. Yoga is to calm down the mind, silence the mind, tranquil the mind, and completely go into that silence. Whatever practice you do, whether you do asana, pranayama, mudras, bandhas, kriyas, meditation, om meditation, cyclic meditation, bhajans, anything that you do, your mind should go into that silence. Stay in that silence longer and longer time. This is the secret unraveled. Therefore, the Gnana Yoga went in search of happiness. What is the conclusion? Happiness is a state of inner silence. And deeper the silence, longer the silence, then greater the happiness. And ultimately you reach that infinite happiness. That is our pure silence, pure consciousness, total peace. And yesterday we saw how we went in search of truth. You move from the Annamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnana, Anandamaya Kosha. Anandamaya Kosha is the state of complete silence. Therefore, whether you go this way in search of happiness or go in search of truth, both of them led to the same thing. Therefore, that silence, that state which is beyond space-time causation, is our original state. That's called Brahman. That's called Kaivalya. And that is a wonderful thing. Therefore, we should have very clear direction. You want more and more happiness, what is to be done? You have to stay in that silence for longer and longer time. Once you understand, your entire life is going to be totally transformed. You are not going to go for a wild goose chase, and you go in the right direction. And that's what we have to do. So let us contemplate on these thoughts. Sit straight with the eyes closed. Relax all parts of the body from toes to head. Take a deep breath and slowly breathe out. As we slow down the breath, the mind also slows down. The whole body relaxes, the breath slows down. You feel so comfortable, so happy with the relaxation and slowness of breath. Then the mind starts calming down. Again, slow down the breathing more and more. The mind also slows down to silence. That silence is peace, peace is bliss, that is ananda, happiness. So we have to retain that calmness of mind. In our deeper layers of the mind, retain that wonderful silence, spread everywhere, in the deep silence, all pervasive, blissful silence of awareness. Let us spread that wonderful, blissful awareness, maintaining that throughout the day, and transfer that bliss to everyone whom we meet. And that is the process of growth through the Gnana Yoga. Come to Namaskara Mudra. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.